Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Naili Ishada Zulkifli and my matric number is 1171467 and my partner is Nur Akila Nasuha binti Salimi. Her matric number is 1171466. In this video, we're going to discuss about high electron mobility transistor. So we need to know what is HEMT. HEMT is high electron mobility transistor, which is a type of field effect transistor that is used a combination of low noise figure and a very high level of performance at microwave frequency. It was invented by Takashi Mimura, who is involved in research of high frequency, high speed of 3 to 5 compound semiconductor device at Kobe, Japan, and it was first commercially used as a cryogenic low noise amplifier at Naoyama Radio Observatory, Nagano, Japan in 1985. There is a few types of HEMT. The gallium arsenide-based HEMT. The picture shows the structure of gallium arsenide-based HEMT. The separating majority carrier from ionized impurities can be seen from the structure, where an abrupt heterostructure is created between the wide bandgap material of aluminum gallium arsenide and the lower bandgap material of gallium arsenide, while the wide bandgap material is doped. The channel is formed at the interface of gallium arsenide with aluminum gallium arsenide heterojunction. And to reduce the Coulombic scattering, a layer of undoped aluminum gallium arsenide is used as a space layer, and also at the bottom, silicon or the gallium arsenide substrate serves as a substrate. Next is gallium nitride. Gallium nitride has a similar structure to conventional gallium arsenide-based HEMT. Okay, the picture shows the gallium nitride-based HEMT. However, there is no intentional doping required, and the electron come from the surface state due to the spontaneous polarization, and the free carrier. These accumulations of free carrier forms high carrier concentration as interface lead to 2DEG channel, and it is also indicates a donor-like surface traps on top, and thereby the positive polarization charge at aluminum gallium nitride interface. The 2DEG is an explicit function of the surface barrier and aluminum gallium nitride thickness and the bound positive charge at the interface. The last one is indium phosphide HEMT. This structure shows the indium phosphide based HEMT. This is a result in the lower electron effective mass in indium gallium arsenide channel layer compared to conventional gallium arsenide based HEMT. And this HEMT contains comparatively large conduction band offset between the channel layer and adjacent barrier layer, indium aluminum arsenide. Hence, the indium phosphide-based HEMT show the high electron mobility, high electron saturation velocity, and also high electron concentration. And this device usually consists of indium gallium arsenide or an indium aluminum arsenide composite cap layer for enhance of ohmic contact, and also an undoped indium aluminum arsenide as a Schottky barrier, and also indium gallium arsenide or indium arsenide composite channel for superior electron transport properties. Next, we move to HEMT construction. Okay, the key element that is used to construct an HEMT is specialized p-n junction. It is known as heterojunction and consists of junction that is used different material either side of the junction. Instead of p-n junction, A metal semiconductor junction is used where the simplicity of Schottky barrier allows the fabrication to close the geometrical tolerance. And the most common material that used is aluminum gallium arsenide and also gallium arsenide. The gallium arsenide is generally used because it provides a high level of basic electron mobility, which has a higher mobility and carrier drive velocity than silicon. Okay, the manufacturing of HMNT is followed as the procedure where the first and intrinsic layer of gallium arsenide is set down on the semi-insulated gallium arsenide layer, and then a thin layer of intrinsic gallium arsenide is set down on top of this layer, and the doped layer of aluminium gallium arsenide with a thick of 500 angstrom is set down, and there is two main structure that are self-aligned ion implanted structure and also recessed gate structure. In the self-aligned ion implanted structure, the gate, the drain, and the source are set down and they are generally metallic contact, although the source and drain contact may sometimes be made. Yet, the gate is generally made of titanium. It forms a mini reverse bias junction similar to that of the gallium arsenide FET. And for the recessed gate structure, another layer of N-type gallium arsenide is set down to enable the drain and source contact to be made. The area H as shown in the diagram. Okay, the thickness under the gate is very critical since the threshold voltage of the FET is determined by the thickness only, and the size of gate, and hence the channel is very small. And to maintain the high frequency performance, the size of gate should be typically about 0.25 micron or less. Next, we move to principal operation. The operation of the HEMT is a bit different to the other type of FET, and as a result, it's able to give a very much enhanced performance over the standard junction of MOSFET, and in particular in microwave radio function application. The electron from the N-type region moves through the crystal lattice and many remain close to the heterojunction, and this electron in a layer that is only one layer thick, forming a two-dimensional electron gas. Within this region, the electrons are able to move freely because there are no other donor electron or other items which electron will collide, and the mobility of the electron in the gas is very high. The bias voltage applied to the gate formed as a Schottky barrier diode is used to modulate the number of electrons in the channel formed from the 2D electron gas, and consecutively this controls the conductivity of the device. And the width channel can be changed by the bias voltage. And next is the performance of HMT. The performance is taken from the other research, and we summarize it analytical approach. The first one is the current voltage characteristic using charge control model, and this is the graph shows the characteristic of aluminum gallium nitride with the gallium nitride HMT. It is a gate to source bias which is swept from 1 to -2 volt. The next one is the dependence of 2DEG charge density of gate bias. The graph shows the comparison of 2DEG charge density. And the third one is short channel 1.5 characteristic with current collapse. The graph shows that the comparison of the transconductance with and without current collapse. And next is gate capacity including parasitic component, and the last one is thermal effect with complex structure. The graph shows the complex multi-layer HMT structure with the heat sources and the temperature distribution along the x-axis. And that's all from me. Thank you.
Hi and Assalamualaikum. My name is Nur Akilana Suhamida Salimin with matric number 1011466. Okay, I will continue my friend's explanation just now about high electron mobility transistor, which is in aspect of the application. Okay, so for HEM application, it has been used in many applications nowadays. So some of them is like radar and imaging, which in radiology field, radio astronomy, digital on-off switches, and integrated circuit, amplifier, and also in computing, telecommunication, and instrumentation. Okay, next, we move into ham frontier, which I can divide them into two types, which is a pseudomorphic ham and metamorphic ham. So, firstly, for pseudomorphic ham, it had been used in wireless communication and LNA or low noise amplifier. It also have achieved by using extremely thin layer of one material and also allows construction of transistor with large band gap difference and give the better performance. And then for metamorphic ham, we can say metamorphic ham as advancement of pseudomorphic ham. That is the another way to use materials of different lattice constant is to place a buffer layer between them. So what is buffer layer? Buffer layer is aluminium, indium arsenide with indium concentration graded. So lastly, it brings advantages that any indium concentration in the channel can be realized and devices can be optimized for different application. Okay, last but not least, we look into their advantages and disadvantages. So for the ham advantages is they have a high gain, high switching speed, low noise operation, useful over 5 to 100 gigahertz, range, have higher efficiency and have small source resistance. So for their disadvantages, we look into the gallium nitride material which gates of gallium nitride ham are more resistive. Hence, this device requires minimum amount of current to keep it on. Moreover, its voltage sensitive enhancement mode gallium nitride ham available in the market requires apply voltage for 5 volt or lower. Then the ham devices require highly skilled engineers for development and testing. Lastly, gallium nitride ham require very high speed drivers and they require very fast diode in parallel to minimize losses. So, that's all explanation from our group. Thank you.